welcome to Pak Rat Route and Scale Model Railroad. I'm Gary Corbin. Today is the 24th of January 2020. This is a video response to Roy Smith's question of the week about the main line elevations. My layout is 5 inches difference between one elevation and the top elevation with others mixed in between. It's something that I've been wanting to kind of talk about anyway and kind of show off. I'm kind of proud of how I did everything and how it turned out. I had plenty of room to do all my elevation changes I needed. So it turned out really nice, and it really gives a nice separation between the trains when they pass by, and it just gives a little bit more scenic depth, I think, to add elevations like I did. Some of them were added in as I was building. It just worked out, and well, let me tell you, putting all these elevations in was a bit of a challenge. I didn't use any of the woodland scenic stuff or anything. It's all handmade with foam and chipboard and shims and such, but I think it turned out pretty nice. Well, thanks, Roy, for the question of the week, and here's my response. Thanks, everybody. Okay, for my elevations, I used this point here as a 0. So everything above and below, this is my 0 point. This lower yard area is also on 0 level. And then from there it starts to, on this main line section, starts to taper up and ties in over here, where this area here will be raised up another 1/4 inch. It's just a little bit too low. She's spinning out and kind of runs rough through the turnouts over there. And you'll notice elevations here, you're able to see 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 really different tracks just standing here looking at this. If I squat down, it's probably at about I don't know, 4.5 feet or so to the visual spot. Yeah, about. This is about my eye level, so I'm 6'2". That's about where the camera's at, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty close. But you see, I got just various elevation changes on this. Even coming down into the yard, my runaround, this is my afterthought runaround, that when I get a consist going for the coal train, this is where to do the runaround. When it comes empty from the cement plant, this is where I'll put the coal loads back on, and then I'll run the train around and hook up to the other end, so that's directional. It goes in one direction and goes back out the same direction that it came in at. That's something eventually down the road. Right now I'm going to do some other operations that I'll discuss later. But and then going up into the lower yard area, it's a 1/4 inch rise between these two. With this is the runaround track or arrival track. From there, everything gets broke down and put into the yard. Up here in the departure track area, it's a 1/4 inch higher than the lower yard area, just so that it's got more of a nice visual. So the cars are, it's just a visual thing is why I did this. You know, I mean, it's a lot more hassle, a lot more math, but I did have the room, and I think it improves the overall look of my layout anyway. Everybody's got their own, ideas and stuff, and we'll come over here to this section on the north wall. This is where I have my drop down / duck under, and it's got several layers here to give elevation, and I'll eventually put some sort of a small backdrop back here / no drop guard. And over in here will be the drop area for the dump area for the trucks and stuff eventually. But and let me duck under here real fast, and you'll see some more elevation changes here where the upper level's going down, and you got your lower yard area in your second one here, and then this is the main line going around the loop, and then this is the one that goes back around over that way towards the end of the cement plant loop area. And then do another duck under here, and we'll come over here to the north wall, and you'll see going up into the cement plant yard, this is a 2%, 2.5%. She kind of likes to spin out right in this area right here. And then this starts to go down to the main line here. And then these two main line sections are on the same level, but I've made them rolling ever so slightly so that it does give a little bit of definition between the two. That's about a, I don't know, 7 foot run, maybe a little lower. And you see that there's about an inch difference between the two. Gives a nice effect, I think. The cement plant yard area is all one grade. I thought about trying to put an industry back up here that would be on a different level, but I just nixed that idea and just made it easy, and because I wanted more yard storage. Not that all those cars will be used, but have the storage anyway. And coming around here on this elevation, you see where elevation changes back again and then ties in back over here. That gives a nice definition between trains. When I'm able to run multiple trains, I think it'll give it'll just look cool. So, and then when it goes underneath the loop here, there's a 3/4 inch between the 0 point and this lower track, so it starts to taper down inside there. And then also there's a turnout underneath that small silo. That's the turnout that goes down into the lower yard area. And the lower yard area is about an inch difference also between the track levels, and then 1.25 inches for up here. But you'll see the elevations, it really gives a cool effect to have elevations. That was my visual, and some of it I added as I was building it, like this lower runaround area that worked out nice. The elevations down there where it changes over, like I said, it was just how I envisioned this layout to look. So thanks for watching, guys.